Hello, my name is Laura Joy. I came to the conclusion that psychiatrists don't know how the brain works. And I just wanted to let you know that they don't know how the brain works. I'm not a brain doctor or anything. I don't know how to read those sorts of things. But I do know how to talk to another person in a way that the other person can understand me, and I understand when I'm saying something that the other person doesn't understand. So that's a scatterbrained sort of way of talking. And you don't have to make sense when you talk all the time. I think that's a standard that they hold people to. That's unfair. It's unfair to hold people to the standard of having a perfect way of speaking. That's just not realistic. That's delusional. And I think that we need to have a more realistic view of how people talk. So you need to know, like, there's emotions involved in the way somebody says something. Like, I could be nervous right now, and I could be saying something over and over again, and that just means I'm nervous. You know, something that the psychiatrist oftentimes doesn't get. They don't get that the other person is nervous or sad. They don't know what sadness looks like. And the other person just could be happy. They don't know what happiness looks like. Honestly, they don't. Um I don't like that profession. I don't like psychiatry. It is not right for someone to have that much power over another person. So I'm gonna try to speak out on this as much as I can. Um, so one thing they judge you on is your way of talking. Another thing they judge you on is your level of anger, and they expect every human to be perfect when they're talking to them. They expect not to get any backlash from them because they're living in an office. They're living seeing somebody after a couple months. They only see you after a couple months. That's another thing. It's just, I wish, they're heavily influenced by society, and they try to hold people to society's rules. They're like, you have to follow society's rules. I need to know that you can follow society's rules. I was literally told that. And it's like, okay, what is this utopian society you're talking about? Because it doesn't exist. And then, it's like, what are these rules that you're talking about, and should I follow them? Because I don't believe in following stupid rules. I just don't. And I know other people don't, and they're sucking people into the system. Everyone. And how are we supposed to speak up for ourselves when there's people on the other side of the fence that think they've got it right? You know, on the other side of the fence, that's not right. That's not right to live in a Nazi sort of mentality, having power over other people and thinking you can do anything you want to another person. That's never right. That's never a right thought. So I want to warn you. We're headed towards everyone being underneath that sort of mentality. Like, I don't know where they got it from. Okay, I am living in a psychiatric facility. I know I'm supposed to be like playing by their rules and being fake, basically. And that's just not me. I was not born to be fake. I I don't believe in doing that. I believe in telling people the truth in the way that I feel it. And they don't want that. They know that it can destroy their perfect little system, their perfect little ego. And it's like that ego isn't perfect, you know. It's detrimental to other people to have that much power over another person, you know. I'm just I'm just spewing out my thoughts right now. Okay, one of the things that I know they're trying to tell me, it's not a voice I hear, it's not, no, it's me reading their body language, their actions, me reading their actions and interpreting it in my mind. What they're telling me is that I can't be a good mom. How am I supposed to take that other than going down the wrong road? How am I supposed to take that? They're telling me I'm a bad mom. They're telling me my ex is right. As a woman, I don't want to hear that. They're telling me basically that my life doesn't mean as much as theirs. I can't have an impact on society as much as they can. And I don't understand life. Every step of the way, I'm told I don't understand life, and I cannot, and I won't until they tell me how to understand life, which is not right because they are not Christian. They do not have the same beliefs. I am an equal. I am not underneath someone. That is not a thing. You cannot be underneath another person. Even in the Bible, God did not want the Israelites to have a leader. He said, I am your leader, not a human being. That's what we got messed up. We got that all messed up. We're not supposed to have a human leader. That's not a thing. We want that because we lack direction. It's a good idea for someone who lacks direction, but you need to find that direction yourself. That's in the Bible. There's no left, no right. There's no liberal, there's no middle ground. Okay? There is just figure out for yourself what exactly do I need to do in this life for the good of everyone. Everyone should be looking out for everyone, not a person with a bad reputation, which is everyone. Everyone has a bad reputation. Um, Everyone should be looking out for the good of everyone. You know, that's what I believe. And if you apply that to everything, it's like, take abortion, for example. Okay, that is a tricky topic, and I have a view on that that Christians will not like, and non-Christians will not like. So I'm not going to say it. That's my business, and I don't have to say it. But you do need to know that human life is valuable, and it's not something to be taken lightly. Those decisions are very personal and very, let's just say, not one person can make that decision, I don't think. And they're not supposed to. And I know the thing is, like, the person who is making the decision is a traumatized person. So traumatized people do not make right decisions right away. Not in that time period, not 9 months. And I think that human life should be valued by society more than it is. Because, like, you're basically saying, I'm suicidal. You're basically saying that. And that's harming yourself, and that's harming another person. So, under the grounds of the law, it's like you are harming yourself and another person. So that is something to keep in mind. Now, I, for one, think that sometimes the law gets it wrong. And the law is made up by man. The law that we follow is usually made up by man. That's why I think that we should take a look at the Bible and take a look at what that says, because it's not by a man. That's the whole point, is that it's not made by man. Some people would say the Bible's made by man. Lots of men telling lots of stories. The thing is, how can so many people tell the same story over different time periods? And can you prove that they weren't? Can you prove that they weren't? And how can you prove what you believe? You know, a lot of people just believe what somebody else believes because they have this herd mentality. You have to check the facts yourself. That's what I'm trying to do right now. It takes a long time to really thoroughly check the facts of a whole book such as the Bible. Like, I have to learn Hebrew. I have to learn another language in order to properly fact check this document. And are you willing to do that? So I don't think anybody is. Some pastors maybe, but a lot of them just take one word out of Hebrew and use it to explain the whole sentence. No, you have to take every single word, every single Hebrew word, and translate it into English. But really, what we should be doing in church is we should be learning Hebrew. Like, why don't we do that? I don't know, I have a lot of thoughts. Do I have anything else to say? Okay, I have a question. Do you think animals have souls? Because I tend to believe they do. They are companions for humans in the Bible, so therefore I think they have souls, and I think they go somewhere. And if so, why doesn't the Bible ever talk about that? You know? Anyway, those are all my thoughts. You take care. Bye.